Most people think AI is something for engineers, coders, or tech companies building robots. But right now, millions of everyday readers are using a free AI tool to finish more books, understand them deeper, and actually remember what they read. No tech degree required, no expensive subscription. Just a few simple tricks that are hiding in plain sight. And once you see them, you'll wonder how you ever read a book without them. Reading is one of the best things you can do for your mind. But let's be honest. Life gets busy. Books pile up on nightstands. You forget what you read 3 chapters ago. You start a book, get confused, and quietly abandon it. That's where AI comes in, and not in a weird or complicated way. ChatGPT, a free AI tool made by a company called OpenAI, is basically a conversation partner that has read everything. You can ask it questions, get explanations, request summaries, and have real back-and-forth conversations about any book you're reading. It's like having a brilliant friend who genuinely loves books and always has time for you. This isn't about replacing the joy of reading. It's about making that experience richer, easier, and more rewarding for real people with real lives. If you want to keep learning how AI can work for you in practical, everyday ways, make sure you're subscribed to Stack Future. We make this stuff simple. You know that feeling when you're standing in a bookstore or scrolling through an online list, and you can't tell if a book is actually worth your time? You read the back cover, it sounds interesting, but you've been burned before. You buy the book, read 40 pages, and it's just not for you. Here's where free ChatGPT becomes your secret weapon. Before you commit to any book, go to chat.openai.com. That's the ChatGPT login page. Create your free account and simply ask, "Can you give me a detailed summary of the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, including the main ideas and who it's best for?" What comes back is genuinely impressive. You'll get a clear AI book summary that covers the core concepts, the author's main argument, and whether the book is a good fit for your situation. It's like reading a thorough book report in about 30 seconds. But here's the real power move. Ask a follow-up question. Type something like, "Based on that, would this book be useful for someone who wants to build better morning routines?" ChatGPT will give you a personalized answer. This doesn't mean you skip reading the book. It means you go in knowing exactly what you're getting. You'll read faster, follow the ideas more easily, and actually finish what you start. For beginners just exploring what ChatGPT AI can do, this one trick alone makes signing up completely worth it. Every reader has had this moment. You're deep into a book. Maybe it's a history book, a philosophy text, a business bestseller, or even a popular novel. And you hit a passage that makes absolutely no sense. You reread it twice, still confused. You either push through and feel lost, or you put the book down and never pick it up again. AI for reading fixes this so elegantly. While you're reading, keep a browser tab open with ChatGPT. When you hit something confusing, just paste the sentence or describe the concept and ask, "Can you explain this in simple terms? Like, I've never studied this subject before?" Let's say you're reading a book about economics and you hit the phrase, "quantitative easing." You have no idea what that means. Type into ChatGPT, "The book I'm reading just mentioned quantitative easing. Can you explain what that is using a simple everyday analogy?" ChatGPT will give you an explanation that actually sticks. It might compare it to a government printing extra money and lending it out like a giant line of credit. And suddenly, the whole chapter clicks. This is one of the most underrated ChatGPT tips for everyday readers. You're not cheating, you're not taking shortcuts. You're doing what every great reader has always done, seeking understanding. You're just doing it faster and more effectively than ever before. Think of ChatGPT as the world's most patient teacher who never makes you feel dumb for asking a basic question. Generic book lists are everywhere. Top 10 books of the year, best books for leaders, must-read novels. And most of the time you try one from the list, it doesn't connect with you, and you wonder why everyone else loves it. The problem is, those lists aren't made for you. They're made for everyone, which means they're really made for no one in particular. ChatGPT gives you something those lists never can. Book recommendations built around exactly who you are and what you need right now. Try this prompt. I just finished The Alchemist, and I loved how it was about following your dreams and finding your purpose. I have about 20 minutes a day to read, and I prefer books that feel inspiring rather than heavy. What should I read next? What you get back isn't a random list. It's a thoughtful, personalized set of suggestions with reasons attached. ChatGPT might recommend The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari and explain why it matches your taste, or suggest a shorter non-fiction book that fits your 20-minute reading window. You can keep refining it too. Say, I've already read that one, or I'd prefer fiction over non-fiction, and the recommendations adjust in real time. This is one of the best AI tools available for readers, and the fact that it's completely free still surprises people when they first discover it. No algorithm, no ads, just an honest conversation about what you love and what you might love next. This is the trick that changes everything for non-fiction readers especially. You finish a great book, maybe it's about productivity, health, relationships, or money, and you feel genuinely inspired. And then 2 weeks later, nothing has changed. The book sits on your shelf, you remember it vaguely, and life goes on exactly as before. The problem isn't motivation. The problem is that books give you ideas, but they don't give you a plan that fits your actual life. ChatGPT does. After finishing a book, or even partway through, try this prompt. I just finished reading The 4-Hour Workweek. I work a full-time office job, I have 2 kids, and I want to start earning income outside my main job. Can you create a realistic 30-day action plan based on the book's key ideas that fits my situation? What comes back will genuinely surprise you. ChatGPT will pull the most relevant concepts from the book and translate them into concrete, week-by-week steps that match your actual circumstances. It's not a generic summary. It's a customized roadmap. This is AI everyday use at its most practical. You're not just consuming information anymore. You're converting it into real change. You can even ask follow-up questions like, what's the single most important thing I should do in week 1? Or, are there any of these steps that could be done in under 10 minutes a day? The book becomes a starting point. Your conversation with ChatGPT turns it into a plan. The single most important thing to take away from today is this. ChatGPT is not a replacement for reading. It's a reading superpower that anyone can access for free, starting today. You can summarize books before you commit to them. You can get confusing passages explained in plain language. You can find your next favorite book through personalized recommendations. And you can turn the ideas you love into action plans that actually fit your life. These aren't tricks for tech experts. They're for you, right now, exactly as you are. Go to OpenAI.com, create your free account, and try just one of these prompts today. Start small, stay curious, and watch how quickly this changes your relationship with books. Next time, we're covering how to use free AI tools to learn any new skill in half the time. You're going to want to see that one. If this helped you out today, hit that like button. It helps more people find this channel and learn about AI.